You've literally just changed your mind like 4 times
You type in
on
that
where
will
you
be
want to eat.
surf.
Final answer.
Right onto 4th Avenue.
Or we can eat here. It doesn't matter.
Which one, Ben?
Judy Wallen.
And how do you know Ben?
He's my son, my only son.
I'm trolling you. It's fine.
No, you're not trolling. You don't know how to make decisions.
Ben had a thing about when he couldn't make decisions. He had a problem making decisions, even from a young child. I don't know how he is now. He's doing better, I think. But he had a hard time, so he'd sometimes want to go with his dad, or he couldn't decide, do I go with dad, do I go with mom? And so he'd make a decision, and then but he was young, he was very young, and then after he'd make the decision, he'd cry because he really wanted to do the other one. And then he would hysterically cry and then bang his head against the wall. So then he would just have a meltdown, and I didn't know what to do with him at times, but then so finally I walked in his room, there was a glass of water on there, and he was having a meltdown, and I just threw it on him.
I gotta do that.
And because I had read it in some kind of child psychology book that, to get a kid to stop having this meltdown, temper tantrum, I said, oh, there's water. I threw it on him. He goes, you threw water on me. And from that time on, he never had those meltdowns. And then that was my time knowing that he was going to be a determined child and go for it. And I don't know if that helps, but that's a funny moment with him. And he loved to read. I think he got that from his dad.
Yeah, my brain doesn't process things fast, so when I problem solve, like if I'm in a meeting with the elders at church and we're talking about a problem, it's a big problem, difficult problem, I often don't think of a solution until like 3 hours later.
How did you know that Amber would be the one to deal with my shenanigans?
Because she didn't take any crap from you. So
Have I started to dress better since I've been with her?
Oh, definitely. She's definitely trained you in some ways. But I think she's done it in a way, at least from what I've seen, she's done it in a way that she doesn't put you down in a mean way or a contemptible way.
Yeah, I think half of the internet might disagree with you on that one, but go off.
Like hiking and being in the woods and all that, that's not my ministry. My ministry is jokes, creativity.
I know sometimes in some of the videos I've seen, I said, oh no.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, she'll just say things that maybe I wouldn't say, but I don't know. It just doesn't come with the cutting. I've seen couples who just are super sarcastic and really show contempt for one another.
So what about Amber's personalities lighten the blow then? When she says
funny.
Oh.
She's funny. She says things in a humorous way. And just her facial expressions. But I think she's honest, My family loves Amber. My sister, I love her. My sister appreciates good humor, and Amber is very funny. And what did Gail say? She said, so she has a way of saying something maybe negative about a person, but she says it in a way that's funny and can be accepted.
So today we're going to the zoo, and then where are we going, Ben?
Well, I'm going to take a bunch of edibles, and then we're going to go to the winery.
Your parents are right there. Could you please shut the fuck up? Look at me.
What? Dang. There's a beautiful church. I'm sorry, churches turn me on with their high steeples.
Look that way.
Rounded curves. Oh, God.
This is like Jungle Cruise.
High as fuck. Yeah, getting high as fuck. Yeah.
You're already high.
No, I'm
We
talking
can see
about
the entire
getting high.
park.
Wow, this is actually really beautiful.
Ah, sweet. Let's talk about alcohol. First time you ever got drunk.
I didn't know that was the question you were gonna ask. All right, so way back. Okay, so we went to my grandfather's house, and my cousin Katie was living upstairs. This was on Long Island, so she was going to Hofstra, and to save money, she like stayed with my grandpa who lived sort of near the university.
I'm Katie. He's my cousin.
And so we go there. She has like a little mini fridge up there, and I see this like really nice like glass bottle on top of the mini fridge. And I was 16, so I was learning how to drive. So I had this really nice bottle. I was like, oh, this looks like fancy, like, crystal water or whatever. That had like a little goose on it, like the flying goose. It was clear, like the blue, the red. Obviously now I know what I was looking at was a Grey Goose bottle, very expensive. It was like tall too. So I was like, oh, let me sip this. And I take a sip of it, and it is like the clearest, purest water I've ever had, with like a little bit of a jolt. So I take like a more sip, and at one point I'm sort of just like, I'm really relaxed, I'm really chill. And my dad says, hey, you're gonna go take the Toyota Sienna out for a drive, because I was learning how to drive. So while drunk off of Grey Goose, I ended up driving around my grandfather's neighborhood.
So that's where half the bottle went. Here I am, a struggling college student, splurging on a bottle of Grey Goose, and he's over here drinking it like water.
Oh, so they get to pick in these.
Mm-hmm. And then so we'll bring those bins down, and everyone fills those bins up. And depending on the day, we'll fill up like 4 or 5.
Cheers, 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 cheers. Cheers, cheers,
This
cheers.
is Cordiano Winery. Thank you. This is one of the most beautiful parts of being in San Diego, Barna. Wow.
I'm yours.
Let's get this.
Don't drop my phone. It's not gonna look the same.
Yeah. This is life, y'all. Quit your job, travel the world. Fuck beautiful people.
Don't be quitting your job. Don't be telling them to quit that job. You need to keep your job. What the hell you talking about? Let me stop this video. Ben, why do your farts smell so horrible?
I need a colonoscopy. And stick some tubes up my anus.
And,